Hello everyone once again, this is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another product review. Before I go any further, I'd like to ask you all to please consider subscribing to my channel and becoming part of my ever-growing YouTube family. I'd love to have you. Also, please like, share, and comment below. If you're not comfortable commenting in the comment section, you are more than welcome to use the Facebook link found in the description to contact me personally, and you will receive a private personalized response from me. In addition to that, you'll find a link to my Patreon page in the description. Any and all support is welcome, as well as a link to the Amazon Media Awareness wish list, where you can pick and choose items for me to unbox, review, etc. So this review and unboxing and overview, product review, is very special to me. The album Deadwing by Porcupine Tree is very special to me. This is my original copy, and then momentarily you'll be seeing the deluxe edition. But this is my original CD, and it's from 2005. And I was already a Porcupine Tree fan by that point. I had purchased in absentia in, I want to say, spring of 2004. And I followed that up with Signify and a few other back catalog releases. But Deadwing resonated with me differently, and I'll explain why momentarily. Firstly, Deadwing features, of course, Steven Wilson on guitar and vocals, Gavin Harris on drums, Richard Barbieri on keyboards, and Colin Edwin on bass guitar. There's also some guest appearances, Adrian Balouf and King Crimson, as well as some others. But this album, as I said, it's very special to me. When I was sampling the album on Amazon, I had full intentions on buying it. Wasn't sure when I was going to, but I sampled I sampled the album, and the third track came on, and there was only the like 30-second samples, I think at the time, and I hear this beautiful piano piece, and it was familiar to me, overly familiar, and I thought back to a song I had written for my album, which never was completed. And for those of you who are long-time subscribers of my channel, you'll know that the history of that to some degree. But my album was never completed, but this piano melody was something I had in mind for my album. And part of the lyrics to this song as well, which is really kind of creepy. And it brings to mind a statement that Frank Zappa had made. And I'm paraphrasing here, but it's something to the effect that frequencies and imagery can sometimes travel through the ether and resonate with certain individuals across time and space. And that's a great really, really very wide paraphrasing, but that's the essence of what he was saying. And I certainly believe, after hearing the album, that that was the case with Lazarus and me and Stephen Wilson, and somehow him tuning in on the frequencies of what I was envisioning a few years earlier. That being said, when I got the album, I listened to it from beginning to end, and I will give my thoughts on the album after I show you the deluxe edition set. Now, this is not a box set per se, it is a book with 4 discs. So I'm going to place that in now. My friend and I are going to show that to you, and I'll be back afterwards with a review of the album itself and my opinions on the remastered edition as well as the bonus material. So I'm here with my friend, and we're going to show you the deluxe edition Deadwing 4-disc set, 3 CDs, 1 Blu-ray. This is massive, as you can see, and it is hardcover. It is gorgeous, and we actually went to see the tour back in 2005 of Deadwing. So this is a special set, and on the inside you can see the discs. Yeah, like I said, the studio album, bonus tracks, demos, and of course the Blu-ray with documentary making of the album, a concert video, etc. And the booklet is just filled with amazing artwork that we actually got to see projected behind the band for the most part. A lot of information, notations. It's amazing art. And this is just a pleasure to have all this in one book and to have the actual audio as well, all remastered and remixed and just sounding amazing. Good job, man. The book itself is, like I said, it is a book that's worth it in and of itself. It is definitely, it's for all Porcupine Tree fans. You should have this. So if you are a Porcupine Tree fan, as I said in my little run through there, you should definitely have this. This is a fantastic set. It sounds amazing, and the bonus material is really interesting. You get to hear the demos that Steven had done prior to the album, and you get to hear a lot of the B-sides, if you will, that were not included on the original album. Some were released as bonus tracks on the original CDs. Like my version here contains a remake of She Moves On from Lightbulb Sun. And I like this version a lot better, which is, like I said, it's included on the second disc of this book set. And it's a really amazing set. The Blu-ray contains a documentary making of the album, which interviews all the band members, goes into incredible detail, has vintage footage of the band on tour, in the studio, as well as present day, looking back, and they're all interviewed, and they're all just very complimentary of each other in their respective art forms. There's also a glimpse of what the Deadwing film would be like. Steven Wilson includes a part of the new trailer that was just filmed recently, and the original premise of Deadwing was to be a film, and for the album to sort of accompany the film. When they couldn't land funding for the film, the album it retained some interwoven themes from the film, but the rest of the tracks were standalone tracks. And that was really interesting to hear and to see those things. And there is a video for Lazarus and a concert, and it's a good overview. It's a good concert and a good representation of the band. Probably one of the best live performances, I think, aside from the DVD slash Blu-ray now arriving somewhere, which is available as a CD Blu-ray set. But on this Blu-ray, you get just all this amazing material and some of the insights the band shares about recording the album and about being on tour for the album are really interesting. So that's the Blu-ray content. And I do want to extend a gracious thank you to the individual who reached out to me regarding this set. If it wasn't for this particular person, I would not have this set in my possession. They were gracious enough to reach out via Facebook, ask me if I would enjoy having this in my collection, and if I'd review it on my channel. I agreed immediately because Deadwing is one of my favorite Porcupine Tree albums, if not my very favorite Porcupine Tree album. And I was also asked about In Absentia, but I really didn't give a definitive answer on that. But the individual was kind enough to send that one as well. So you'll be seeing a review of that one coming soon. In the meantime, though, you have this overview of Deadwing and the album itself as an album. As I said, it always resonated for me personally. It always really had a special place in my heart. But the songs themselves, just, they each had their own personality, if you will. And from the opening track through Shallow, Lazarus, Halo, Arriving Somewhere, Mellotron, Scratches, these songs are just phenomenal. And it's interesting because intellectually the lyrics are really on the intellectual level. And I think, it's definitely an album that is accessible, but it's also a very intelligent album, and it's really intelligently engineered, produced, written, and performed. These are some fine musicians, some of the best right now in the industry, and you really should check out this album. The album is available on Spotify to stream the actual original album itself, which I still have the CD of here. I have to put this back in the Porcupine Tree section. But this is, like I said, the original CD. You can stream this on Spotify. I would definitely stream it if I were you. And if you like it, you can still order the original disc by itself. It is the remastered version. Or you can splurge and you can get yourself the book which you were just shown, which I am displaying proudly on a shelf above me, right above my desk, and that is where it shall remain for some time to come. And I would definitely say that of all the remastered and remixed sets that I've reviewed on my channel thus far, in restarting my channel roughly last year at this time, this is probably the best one, and really the most personal. I hope this review and overview was helpful to you, and I do hope that you check out Porcupine Tree's Deadwing if you are not familiar with it. If you are familiar with it and you haven't listened to it in some time, revisit the album. You might be surprised at what you hear because it really has a timeless sound to it, both lyrically as well as performance and production. It is just timeless, and it's a magical album. This is Rob with Media Awareness. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I do hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Become part of my lovely, ever-growing YouTube family. I'd love to have you. Once again, also please like, share, and comment below. If you're not comfortable commenting in the comment section, you can reach out to me via my Facebook link in the description, and I look forward to hearing from you. I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.